Okay everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on GT7. We're back with the latest 2 million credit guide to help you get them credits as quickly and as easily as possible. Although this week is going to be very easy for the majority of you. I think everyone can get 2 million credits here if they put a bit of effort in. It should be possible. So yes, we're at Daytona Tri-Oval and we are in the Chaparral x2 Vision car. So it's an electric car. It's very, very quick. There is some things you can do if you're a wheel user that will help you, because I think the controller has a bit of an advantage with the lack of force feedback through the long corners because of the line you have to take. But I'll show you that as we get into it. So to enter this time trial, you're going to go into sport mode there in the top right hand corner, and you're going to go into the Daytona Tri-Oval. Obviously, now you've got two here. You've obviously still got the Sardegnet road track that we've got the guide for on the channel. So if you're looking for a guide for that, make sure you check that out on the channel as well. Hopefully that will help you get the 2 million credits. But we're going to go into the Daytona Tri-Oval in the Chevrolet Chaparral there. And you can see there the current goal time is a 35.920. I predict it's going to get down to a 35.850. Now, I didn't get into the top 10, although I nearly did by accident. I wasn't expecting to do it, to be honest. But yeah, we got a very low 36 there. You can see 35.638, which is currently, I think it's like top 40, which on this one's not bad in all honesty, because you have to get the settings on your wheel very much tuned in to get a very good time on this, or get used to the force feedback. So you can see the line that we're taking here. This is at the end of the first lap. Now if you want to do a lap without doing this line and just take the normal outside line, you can still get a very low, I think a very mid 0.7 or low 0.7 if you just want to take a normalish line. If you lower your force feedback, you probably will be able to get a 35.6 if you just lower the force feedback and follow the inside line. But you can see how here we're having to follow our right tyre basically on the yellow line. Now if you can get it nailed all the way round, you'll get into the 0.5s, and this is why I've lowered my force feedback. So in the in-game force feedback, lowered that right down to 1 on the force feedback setting, not the sensitivity, the force feedback setting. You might want to go up to a lower setting also on the sensitivity. I left it at 5, but possibly lowering that down to 1 also to make it less sensitive might be an idea to create a smoother input on the wheel. Now you can see here on the chase camera, we followed the yellow line literally as much as we could. There was a few little mistakes and probably could have gone a bit quicker. But another setting that you might want to alter for Fanatec users, I know there are a lot of you out there, is your FEI setting on your wheel, and play around with the force feedback settings a bit as well to lower that. But yeah, your FEI setting, I lowered that down to I think 30 on my wheel. Remember, every wheel is going to be different. Your CSL is different to your GT Pro, which is different to the Extreme wheel that I use. But yeah, I went down to 30. Other wheels you might want to go lower or higher. But yeah, lower that down, and what it does is as you're going through the high-speed corners with that really low line, when it starts to vibrate, it stops the car from losing pace. It's really stupid, but it makes a difference. And that was how I managed to get down to 0.6. I did try out a few different settings to try and make this as easy as possible for the wheel users, and yeah, that is the one setting that I found really helped you out, the FEI setting on your wheel. Lower that down, tune it down, do what I said in the in-game settings, and you should easily get the gold here. I think the majority of you will be able to get it. It's a very quick guide. We didn't really need to do a track guide in terms of lines and braking because there basically is none. You just follow that yellow line all the way around. Now remember, if you want to just go for a safe way, just stick your left-hand tyre on the yellow line. If you want to go for the optimal way, your right-hand tyre needs to be on that yellow line, but just be careful of them track limits. Anyway, I'll see you for another one of these, probably a little bit more of a complicated one next week. And yeah, go and get them 2 million credits. It's easy this week. Bye, everyone.